Hi, my name is Rakapenda. No topic for discussion today, just a whole lot of Slayer gains, so let's get to it. Figured I should start using regen pots for Inferno. One potion gives more prayer than 2 super restores, so it means I could flick less, have rigor on more, etc, etc. It's definitely worth getting. Okay. Hey! Hey! Araxxor's done! Okay, that means we have another cannon task available. Woo! Okay, let's put this in here real quick. Alright. Araxxor. 2264. We just finished our 5th halberd, so we don't have an odd piece. We do have an extra fang, so we're gonna go turn that into a white fang, or white amulet. What is it? Rancor. A white Rancor, real quick, and yeah. Woo. Come on, die. Die, please. There we go. Is that it? That's it. Alright. Oh, there we go. Now I can go back to freezing and not have to worry about that shit. Don't look at the time.
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
I milked the hell out of STS on that one. I didn't realize just how much I was relying on Blood Barrage for heals. Okay, do we get it? No gel Nibbler for you. Next up was Melee Inferno. Right. Oh, great. Awesome. Good start. The task just says not to equip a ranged or magic weapon. It doesn't mean you can't still use magic. Okay, so we'll overheal. We got pop this, pop that, log out. Equip you. I'm gonna move you, move you. First thing we're gonna do is equip the bow. Okay. Great shield, I appreciate it. Come on. Please. Now, if we wait to the corner, just save. On T-bow hit. That's it. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Whew. Now, okay. Two things to say about that. One, the halberd made most of the waves pretty trivial because you could just focus on prayer flicking and not have to worry about being next to Jad versus not next to Jad, or not next to the major versus not next to the major. So you could just stand one tile away and just focus on flicking the whole time. So thanks for the halberd. Before the halberd, the plan was just crystal halberd the whole thing, which would have taken a long time, especially for the Jads. Yeah, overall, not too bad. Glad to have that one out of the way. Which means, I think for Inferno CAs, all that's left is the speed task. Don't fall below 50 health, and the Jad during Zuck, which I'll do on one of the runs. If it's probably not a speed task or I lost that, I'll try getting that one on the next run, I think. But we have a cape to turn in, so... no Nibbler for me. Go pot up again, even this is 63. We're getting close. So we're gonna pot up again, just to make sure that we have high defense for the next couple waves. Ignore it. Okay. Not terrible. Should have got. Not sure what to do here. Ranging in place. Kill this. this around. Okay. Just don't fuck up Jad and actually get this one. Now this time let's not stand next to the pillar. Alright. Just focus. Just focus. That's all you gotta do. You would go left. What was that about not needing the stamina pot? Okay, the timer's paused. We're gonna walk with the shield a bit. So note to self, still want a stamina pot. Just don't have to deal with this shit. We're gonna heal up. That was so undeserved. Oh my god. Holy shit. That was so... And we got the Nibbler! Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh, thank god. All right. Woo! Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking great. Oh. What this means is that I can just focus on getting the CAs done, and once I get the speed task and the Jad during Zuck, I can disable Inferno tasks entirely. Oh, yes. What's that? Okay, what are these? Stop. Okay. Focus. high, please. Oh, there we go. And what is that, 72 minutes? So we just gotta shave off 7 minutes and we got the speed time. Now that run had a lot of like dumb mistakes and blood barraging and stuff, so I just gotta shave off 7 minutes, 8 minutes of just not blood barraging, not making dumb mistakes, and yeah, next task, hopefully we can be done with Inferno. It's gonna be a PB regardless, but it'd be really nice if we could just get it done. Hit, please. Big hit, big hit. Come on, give me more than 5 minutes for Zuck, please. Please be a right shield. Please be a right shield. Damn it. There's a missed hit. Please hit. Pot up after we get him down to 6. Okay, Jad. Focus. We're not out of it yet. Need to be careful here. I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh my god! Oh! What was that? What was that? Okay, so we're gonna brew. Just don't be a dumbass. We have so much supplies. So much time, so many supplies. Thank you for the right shield, I appreciate it. Focus, 80. That's enough, alright, can I push it? Okay, we're gonna wait, we're gonna wait. We have the time. We have the time, just focus. Go. Just take your time, take your time. Get too far ahead. Okay, heal up. My worst healers ever, by the way. Okay, one more set. Okay. Heal up for safety. Okay. Pot, go. Come on. Come on, Tebow, let's go. You can do it. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the corner. Please, please. 61, that's it. Holy shit. Look, we had 3 minutes left. We had 3 minutes left. Oh my goodness. We had so much time. Oh. That's the wrong one. Oh. So this was on the 5-year anniversary of my Inferno cave, January 31st, 2020. And 5 years later, we now have all of the CAs done. Which means I can now start doing regular, real Tazar tasks and working on that log. And yeah, it's done. And that's 2.5 billion experience. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you. I meant to swap the task, but thank you, Kurt, for giving me it back. Alright. There's the teleport. Woo. And that's the staff completed. All that's left is the rain scroll from the fire giant. Not too shabby. Hey, there we go. Now we can sacrifice. Yes! We're free! On task Slayer, Shadow, Full Mage. Augury does not give a max hit over Mystic with your Shadow. If you don't need defense, so something like I'm thinking Krill or whatever that's using Shadow on. Yeah, you don't need.
You could probably stay at Krill forever then.
it's half the Prairie Drain is Augury.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm testing it now because I'm about to do a Kree task, but I think Kree I still need the defense. Cool. Good to know. Dumbass. Alright, well. Reserve is off. Reserve is off. Sorry. Sorry. Easy peasy. And that's all the Royal Titan CAs complete. Now it looks like we had 192 extra pieces of the Hunter outfit. Unfortunately, we elked all the whistle blueprints and stuff, so we don't get those loot sacks, but it is what it is. I wasn't expecting you to be able to turn those in because they're tradable, and it's kind of silly to me that you can trade those in for loot sacks, but whatever. Yeah, cool. Okay. We're done! Holy shit! 61:59! Oh, baby, that's amazing! Okay, we're done with gargoyles. We can officially block them. Yes! Alright, and that means Grotesque Guardians, wherever you are, is officially green logged. Yeah! Alright. Yeah, kind of figured that'd be a PB. Oh, okay. Alright, well, that one's done. Then I got invited to do Mauritania only. That's a nice one to have out of the way. God, it took forever. And then I had my eyes set on the 6 Jad challenge. What the fuck did I just do? Huh? Fucking blanked. Okay. Okay, well there's the 5 speed task. Now we just gotta do 5 to 6 back to back and these will be done, I guess. So far we've gotten to the 3rd of 6 Jads and just planked and brain fog, and anyway, we'll get it soon, I hope. What? I was just flicking again. You're not looking, you're flicking what you see. You're just like, just flick back and forth. Surely that's right? So my strategy for tackling this was to knock out Jad number 2 in the rotation first. This gives a 2-tick gap between Jad 1 and Jad 3, which is the same timing as the 4 Jad challenge, 2 ticks apart. By doing this, it immediately gives me a break in the chain, and also effectively nullifies the first Jad. I can simply react to its attack and not have to worry about timing until Jad 3 through Jad 6. From there, I took out Jad number 3, and now the gap between Jad 1 and Jad 4 is 3 tick, and then I take out Jad number 5. With Jad 1, 4, and 6 alive, this is identical to the triple Jad challenge with 3 tick, 3 tick, 2 tick spacing between the Jad attacks. In hindsight, I would recommend taking out Jad 4 instead of Jad 3 second in the order. I preferred Jad 3 because the healers tend to spawn around the southwest, and so this is on the same side from where I was standing at the start, but killing Jad 4 gives another break in the chain, similar to getting rid of Jad 2 at the start. The timing from Jad 6 to Jad 1 to Jad 3 to Jad 5 is basically the same as the 4 Jad challenge, and only 5 and 6 attack back to back then, making it a lot easier to take out Jad 5 third in the order, and at that point it also reverts to the triple Jad challenge timing. Also, if you have them, I'd recommend Echo Boots. They helped automatically tag nearby healers on the first Jad that I killed, and greatly reduced the amount of time I had to dedicate to manually taking them. As far as figuring out how to flick and when to flick, this was just a lot of practice. I went through 100 plus attempts to even get past the first Jad, it seemed like. I was trying to do a multitude of different ways of doing this, whether it's saying it out loud to myself, the order, and trying to get that floating memory shifting as Jads come out. It wasn't working for me, so the strategy that I found worked best for me was not really thinking of range attack, mage attack, range attack, mage attack, or counting ticks, or whatever technique that you managed to do. The way that it worked for me, or the way that my brain wrapped around it and finally got it, was switch. Okay, I'm safe, switch. Safe, switch. And with that, then I could get the timing down and get a feel for, okay, 2 ticks from now I need to switch because it's staying... Again, not this full mental thought, but just the inkling of, okay, I need to switch after 2 ticks, and that seemed to work best for me. The other thing, if you're struggling with this, I would recommend is, send attempts for an hour or 2. And if you're not making progress, take a break. And if it's late at night, like the first day was for me, go to sleep. Even if it's just, take a nap. Your brain does amazing things when you sleep. It refines a lot of the pathways, and things that you had to dedicate full focus to become second nature, and you don't necessarily need to, full on focus, okay, this Jad switching, this Jad switching. I noticed that the second day coming back to this challenge, I could see out of the corner of my eye what the Jads were doing, and I didn't really need to dedicate a whole lot of mental resources tracking what the later Jads were doing, because I could just see it out of the corner of my eye and time it, and I can dedicate more of my mental focus on dealing with the Jad that I was trying to kill, tagging the healers, and getting in and out of the timing cycles more effectively. There's no reason to hit this hard for 10 hours straight. Do a couple hours, take a break, go to sleep, take a nap, whatever, come back the next day, and you'll find that it's probably easier when you come back to it. There we go. Okay, so that is the 6 challenge. Now we just gotta do it 5 and 6 back to back, but before that we're gonna go look at the pet. Just because. You look at him. Alright. Enough of that. Let's go back and get the 5 to 6. Looks like I'm not the only one that would struggle doing them back to back. Vana did 44. Anyway, back to 5 and 6. There it is. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Good. Very, very good. Okay, so it took me, not counting the first one, 12 tries to get 5 and 6 back to back. Okay, which also means the rec challenges, wherever they are, there are 11 complete. Whew. All that's left is hard mode ToB, a couple from the regular Nightmare and the Coliseum ones, and that's about it. And whatever that comes out next week. So it's that time again. We hit another 10 mil milestone. This time the 100 mil. We are half done. Although technically since we started we're about a quarter done. Every 33 mil is about a quarter of what's left from when I had started. But overall half done. Which means it's time to open the crystal chest again. I just want to point out that these key halves were even like a month ago, and now we are the most loop half heavy I have ever been, have ever seen. I can't believe that it's this far to the loop half side, but we did manage to get a decent amount of keys this month. There's a lot of Grotesque Guardians. Unfortunately, that is now dried up, so the only place we're getting key halves are from the RDT. Which Dagonoths give a ton, so not hoping that they continue to go dry there, but you know there's a ton from there, and we still get key halves from Kriara, but a little more than last month. Let's get to it. Oh, forgot to mention, we need Selenius the gloves. Alright, we upped our record. We're now 43 key halves. Loop heavy on the key halves. Oh, you know what? We can use the new feature here. How do we do that? Deposit lock. We'll lock this and that. Hey, there we go. So that'll still be empty, we just can't deposit it, and now we can just deposit inventory, and yeah. Cool new feature. Good use. Stop with the loop halves! Oh my god. Stop! Alright, now we're up to 46 loop halves. You're trying to be funny, game, aren't you? Stop. Alright, 47. $49. Really? Giving me 4 loops at the end. I think that's a new record then. Okay, I was gonna say, come on. God damn it. Of course. Of course. Alright, so we're ending with 51 loop halves. Oh my god. So it's 180 keys total. Let's do some quick maths. 24 times 30 plus 618. So about 1100 shards back, and it took us 1800 shards to make. That comes out to be about a 61% return, which is pretty good. Alright, we will try again next month. Hopefully the key half balance doesn't get worse. God. So given that we just passed the halfway point, I wanted to do a projection, see where we've been, and then project it out for the next 100 mil, just to see where the rest of the combats will end up. The goal with Slayer is that all of the other combats also end up with 200 mil. Maybe not prayer, but for sure attack, defense, strength, and magic. Hopefully this will give some peace of mind as I go forward that I won't need to do overnight Nightmare Zone to finish out these combats, and it'll just be done when I'm done with Slayer, or done before Slayer. But first looking at the Slayer chart over the last 6 months, we've gained 36 million Slayer. We started at 64 and now we're at 100. So roughly speaking, we're going to be tripling that over the next 10 months to finish up the last 100 mil Slayer. So let's just assume whatever experience that we got thus far in the combats, we're going to triple it going forward. And that should be a reasonable approximation of where we'll end up. At least I think so. Starting with attack, we started with 109.5 and now we're at 141.5. And this is all the melee Slayer that we've been doing, some controlled Slayer with the Lance. But basically any Cannon Task, Kurasks, and Abbey Spectres, we're going to be meleeing them just to train attack. And so we've gained 32 million attack since starting Slayer, so if we triple that, that is 96 million potential melee experience that we're going to be getting. We only have 58.5 left, which leaves 37.5 mil that once we reach 200 mil, we're going to switch to defensive and to make, trying to get that across the finish line. So let's look at defense. Defense, this has been primarily trained through defensive casting, and we started at 108, we're at 125 now, so if you triple that, that is 51 mil. It's a 17 mil gain, times 3 is 51 mil. So we need 75 mil to finish that 200 mil. We're only going to be getting about 51 mil from the defensive casting if our tripling our current rate is accurate. Now the last 24 mil is going to come from the melee training. Well, again, we're going to switch to defensive, at least some amount. Now this is going to overshoot because we have 37.5 million extra plus the 51 mil. We're going to have 13.5 mil over what we need for 200 mil. And I don't want to overshoot it with defensive casting. So if we get close, I might switch to strength training early. So let's look at strength. This graph is not a good estimate, and this is one that I'm not going to be tripling, just for the fact that most of this experience is from Araxxor, and the only way to use the Soul Reaper Axe on Crush is via strength trading. And so that's why you have that huge spike in the beginning in October, because that's me doing Araxxor, trying to get the Fang and the Halberd, and then it levels off until after I finish Konar, and then each one of the spikes from December through now is, hey, I got an Araxxor task, hey, I got an Araxxor task. So that will probably stay level for the foreseeable future. The only way that it wouldn't is if I'm doing ToB. I'll be doing aggressive training there. If I swing around a Nightmare for a bit, that's all aggressive training again, because Solar Brax on Crush, or Scythe on Crush. So this is probably going to be flatline the rest of the way. Strength ended at 158 mil, which means there's 42 mil left to get, and the 13.5 mil extra from the melee training will bring that up to 172. Again, I'm not too concerned with strength not crossing the finish line, because from here on out, after attack and defense are done, all the melee training is going to be strength based, because you get more max hits when you're doing aggressive. But again, we might switch from attack to defense to help get that across the finish line, and maybe cut it out early and switch it over to strength. In addition, once this is all done and we move on to the other 200 mils, we will most likely do barbarian fishing for that training, which comes with strength training as well. So again, strength it's gonna take care of itself. I'm not too concerned with it. But magic, so this is all burst tasks and long range casting with the shadow. So any God Wars is all magic. The Metal Dragons are all magic, all defensive cast. So this should be a good estimate. I think the only way that this rate would pick up is if I run out of cannonballs and I'm forced to not do cannon tasks. And then the primary high XP rate for Slayer is going to come from bursting, so this might explode. But anyway, we started at 119 and we're at 146.5 right now, which is only 27.5 million experience compared to some of the other ones that were a little higher. But this is all defensive casting, so half of the, I think it's half, the experience is going to defense instead of just pure magic. If defense does finish, then we'll switch this over to just primary casting, not long range, not defensive casting. But 27.5 times 3 is 82.5, which is way more than enough than I need to finish to 200 mil. I only need 53.5, and that's 82.5 if I triple this. So I'm not concerned, and this is not including bind spells for combo rune crafting, super glass make for making all that glass. Like there's magic is not a problem. It'll again handle itself. There's a reason that magic, strength, attack, defense, all these are considered 0 EHP, because you kind of get them along the way doing Slayer. In addition to, if it really comes down to it, you can 6-hour log overnight while you're sleeping and get it done 0 times. And then prayer, this is an outlier. This is not gonna be sustainable. The large jumps here are from me using up the bone fragments from Hunter last year. Everything after that spike, though, that is pretty accurate as far as what's coming from Slayer. There is some amounts of bone shards still coming in from all the Varlamore stuff, as I get Moxie tasks, and as I do a little bit of Huey here and there, and then who knows, whatever Varlamore Part 3 is going to come out, but odds are it's going to have more of this bone fragment training. But we ended with the Hunter stuff at a little over 80, about 81, and we're currently a little over 85. That should be another 15 mil going forward, which will get us to 100 mil prayer. And this of course is not including the Dagonoth bones that I've been stockpiling, any of the dragon bones that I accumulate and stockpile. Those are just sitting in the bank for now, so they're not really being captured by this graph because I haven't cashed them in yet. Ensouled heads are being captured because I pretty much use them when I have enough for a full task anyways. And when it comes to Bloodveld cannon tasks and Dagonoth cannon tasks and Troll cannon tasks, I bring with the Ensouled runes and resurrect the heads there on the task, so they're not really accumulating in the bank. So yeah, it looks like if we project this in the future, everything but prayer should be done before Slayer is. And as the other combat styles get finished, then I'm more open to doing the higher XP Slayer methods because I don't care about combats at that point. So our cannon tasks will start doing Venator bow type stuff because it's better to do Venator bow. It's one of the highest DPSs in the game. The reason I'm not doing it now is because I don't need range XP. I want melee experience. And the Solar Brax hits well enough that I like it. but we'll have that option to start saying, okay, well, maybe we bring the Jad tasks back in because they're 75k an hour or something like that, just because they're high Slayer experience and I don't need the rest of the combat training. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you over the next 100 Bell Slayer.